So another question has come in regards to lock shimming. So let's dive in a little bit and have a little bit of fun. Let's go.
When do you use lock shimming and why? Is the door already open and you just need to make a key?
Well, I tell you what, that is a great question, and I can tell just by the second part of the question that you're already on the right path, thinking the right way about it. But before we dive in too much into the lock shimming, I want to first talk about what lock shimming is not. Lock shimming is not an opening technique to gain entry. In other words, if you got called to a customer's house because they locked their keys in it and they can't get into their house, you would not use this technique to gain access. So now that we know what lock shimming is not, let's talk about what it is and why you would use it. You would want to shim a lock when you have already gained access to the back of the cylinder plug and don't have a working key. At that point, it is very easy to shim the lock and to turn the plug over so you can pull it out, and at that point rekey it, decode it, whatever you might like. Now, the reason a lot of people like to use the shimming technique is because, one, it does not do any damage at all to any part of the lock. And number two, probably most importantly, is that it is very inexpensive and easy to learn. Now, of course, I'm going to put a link in a video. I've actually done some videos on how to lock shim. So if you don't know at all how to, go ahead and check out the videos. Fun fact, the link I'll put in the notes here is on a video. It was before I would actually put the camera at my face and I would just point it at my hand. So it's kind of fun to watch one of those videos. But before you go, I actually want to talk about two alternatives to lock shimming. Maybe you haven't learned how to lock shim yet. Maybe you don't have any lock shims at the moment, and what do you do? So really the two main alternatives, well, three if you want to include throwing the lock away, but let's leave that off to the side here and let's talk about the two alternatives. Number one is just to pick the lock. Now, some people actually might be able to pick a lock faster than they could shim it, especially to start, and especially with the advent of leashy picks, that, it's a really viable alternative. Or number two, which is definitely not as fun and is definitely a lot slower, is to take the top cap off of the top of the cylinder and just dump out all of the springs, top pins, maybe some master pins, as well as the bottom pins. And then, of course, you're gonna have to put it all back together once you get the plug turned. And that's really not a great option. I mean, you talk to someone who's done a lot of rekeying over the years, and they've definitely done this a time or two, all right? It just sometimes happens. I hope that answers your question on the why and when to shim a lock. Check out the video if you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to lock shimming, and then hopefully covering a couple alternatives kind of might help as well. But of course, most importantly is all of you watching the video, I would love your input to help me answer this question. So let me know, where are you at with lock shimming? Do you use it? Why do you use it? When do you use it? When do you not like to use it? I'd love to know in the comments below. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Well, I guess this is the end of the video, and it's time for you and I to part ways until next time. But hey, before you go, I really do want to make sure that you know that when you comment on our videos and you include the hashtag Lockboss, you automatically get hooked up to win cool stuff that we give away live here on YouTube every Tuesday. So we'd love to have you join us. We'd love to have you comment, and I look forward to reading them soon.